Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and welcome to Not Perfect Zen. I am so happy to be doing a video again. I'm not feeling up to 100%, but I've started doing a project or a challenge rather, in Facebook, and it's called Tangle All Around 100 Days of Tangles. This is the Facebook group. And if you're not in the group, I'm not sure if there's a list available. But if you go to Tangle All Around and you look in the photo albums, Alice Hendon has all of the step outs for 100 different tangles. And I don't usually do a specific challenge for the 100 days, but I thought I'd try to keep up with this one. And I got stumped on day 7. And day 7 is Amer by Maria Vennekens. She's a CZT. And this is a dot matrix grid. And she starts out with these diamond shapes, which are, if you turn it like this, it's actually just squares, okay, lined up in rows and columns. And then she goes through the rest of the steps. I do not have a tile, a finished piece to show you, because I have struggled with this. And it's okay to struggle with a pattern. If you really like it and you want to learn it, then we can figure it out. So that's what I'm going to do for you, hopefully before I run out of light. I started mine on a dot matrix grid just because I wanted to get things looking right. I'm trying to zoom in on this. Okay. So you can see that my squares are the same and the distance between them is the same, okay? And like I said, you can do this just on a piece of paper. I ended up throwing mine away because it just did not, it wasn't even close anyway. But I have practiced it like this on this matrix, and I will show you in my journal that this is going to turn out kind of big, but I just found it a little bit easier to do it in a way that I could hopefully teach it. Let's just go ahead and get started. So, like I said, you have these squares that are all the same size and they're lined up. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be on a dot matrix grid. So the step after this, okay, let me show you the steps. The next step is she puts these lines in between. And these lines going this way will become the part of the ribbon that goes over another ribbon. You can see that over here. These are like Celtic knots. They go over, under, over, under. Okay? So if we can keep that in mind, that helps a little bit. I have not done this in ink yet, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to start down this middle column and put my lines. And however wide you make this, you're going to need to just kind of keep them all about the same. Doesn't have to be very far apart. And as far as how wide that is, see, it's definitely shorter than the end of my pencil. Okay, I'm not going to try to make this look perfect because I don't have time. But I had read a Facebook post on Tangle All Around, and several people were struggling with this just like I was. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to try this. And I got pretty close last night. So we're just going to continue putting these lines. I'm not worried about how they look. And I'm actually going to put one below that one. Here. I'm going to turn it this way. And this is an important step. And once you are able to see how these come together, actually, I'm not going to worry about going all the way down because I have so many on here. Okay, so that was step 2. These came from the Musterkel site, but Maria has this on her website, and I'm pretty sure it is on the tanglepatterns.com website. So the next step is we're going to make these circles around these diamonds, but we're going to start at one of these, and we're going to come around, and we're going to touch this and then come back. And like I said, they're not going to be perfect circles, but you can see hopefully how this is going to work. So I'm going to come, make a circle, touch that one, and come around. And then I'm going to come from the other side, touch that, and kind of meet up with the way that one is. Okay? So let's go below that one. We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to make half of a circle and touch here, come around, touch that one, and there. Okay, and I'm trying to make these about the same width as that. Okay, so come around, touch. And this one would come around like this and go under like that. All right, so let's move to this side. Okay, I'll go ahead and put the lines over here, makes it a little bit easier. Come around here. Come around here. And we're starting this, okay, in the same row where we started here. Just keep coming around. All right, come down to the next one. Okay, I would have had one over here. That would come around like that. I'm going to turn it. I hope this is making sense to you. So I'm going to start here, because these circles are all going to be kind of on the same row and column, just like the little orbs are. Okay. I do that one so I can fill in this spot. Just because the perfectionist in me is trying to be a little bit perfect, but don't do it. Okay. Come around. Come around. If I had one down here, this one, come around like that. And this one would come around like that. Okay? I'm going to look for a different color pen. Okay. I'm going to switch to a brown. Oh no, that's a graphic one. Okay, sorry. Okay. Now I'm going to switch to a brown just to see if that will help when we start this second part. And I know I don't have all these done, but next we end up putting almost these seed shapes in there inside each of these orbs. But if you can see it as another circle going under here, over there, under, over, okay? That's what we're looking for. And I found that if I started where this was, and I make my little seed shape, okay? So where you had those two sticks here, let's just call them two sticks, those two lines, you're going to start, come under, okay? So we're doing another circle. This one's going to meet up with that one. Now this one will come around and come this way, and it's going under, but I'm just going to go ahead and stop there because I didn't do this part. Now we're going to come close to where this was again. And you can adjust these later when you figure out what you're doing. Okay, so here was a seed shape. We're making another circle. Okay, and this one went over. This one's going under. So from here, we're going to meet up with this one, going over, and then come around again to here, and we kind of met up with that first one. All right, so let's go to this one. I'm going to go under. And now I shouldn't have touched that, but again, this is just kind of a practice. Just a demo of how I figured this out. This one's going to come down, go under, under, meet up with that one. I hope you're able to see that. Okay. This one would come up and come around this way. Same thing with this one. Keep thinking of it as a circle. So we're making a circle here. This one goes under. This one goes over. This one goes under. I'm just going to stop there. And I'm just finding these lines and using that as a reference to remember where I need to make a circle. And I'm sorry, I keep flipping this. Okay, so here's this one. We're going to make a circle right here. So since I've got that line, make that seed shape, go under, come up, meet with that one, going over. This one will go under and meet up here. Okay. Let's get that one. Okay. Here, I think it was just easiest for me if I started on those lines. This one comes seed shape, go under. Coco. My dog is growling. Her name is Coco. Okay, so that line over, under, meet up with that one. Okay, here's this line, under, and meet up with that one. Okay. Let's see what we're missing here. Okay. Start here. Go over, under, and then get these two to meet up. Okay, here's a line. Make my seed shape. Go under. Here's this one. Make your seed shape and go under. I'll turn around to this one. Here's this line. Make our shape. I'm sorry it looks a little sloppy. There we go. To there. This one would have come around like this. This one would have come around. Okay. I hope that made sense. Okay. And hopefully the brown and the black helped. Okay. I'm going to actually try to do a tile. This has only been 20 minutes, so let's start. I'm going to make a border. Here's my corner dots. And I want to make this square. And I have seen several people who did this in a circle. It was so pretty. If you have Facebook, Tangle All Around is an awesome group. And they always have so many wonderful patterns. Okay, let's put, I think I'm going to do very close to what she did here. So she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. And that makes it easy to divide this up. So there's one. And then 2 more. Okay. Hopefully that's not too close, not too far. And we want it to be square. So try to make them somewhat square. But again, we don't do perfect here. And that's okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and put one here. Okay. So this is step 1. This is a 3.5-inch Zentangle tile. This is a Zentangle Graphite pencil. And I've been using a Micron PN and a Micron 01. Kind of out of practice on these videos for some reason. I'm so happy to be feeling better. so happy that this is done. And I am determined to be more healthy. Okay, don't be afraid to erase. You don't have to be exact, but it does help. Okay, so I have the initial part of that grid, and now we're going to put a dot right in the center of each of these. And I will try not to go too slow or too fast. But I would really like to do this and have it look good. Okay. Yes, Barbara, it would help to zoom in. Okay. I have a deep appreciation for anyone who has gone through therapy for cancer. Okay, so there's our dot matrix. And the next step is to start making some diamonds. And they will go this way. Okay, so skip over. Skip. And no, they're not lined up all right, but that's okay. So next we would skip and do our next one. Skip. Okay, we're going to skip here. I'm going to skip down to this one. And then down to this one. And I'm not exactly touching my dots. I'm just trying to make it line up here a little bit better. Okay, now we jump down to this next row and put our little diamond shapes again. And you could go ahead and put these side ones. And I think I'll put one here. Okay, so we have this step done. And the next one is to put these little marks. So just between, it's going to be centered on here and kind of centered there. And I'm not going to make them super long. But now that I've made it that wide, I'm going to try to make all of mine that same width. And I highly encourage you to do this on scrap paper and pencil. The first couple of times. It took me a few times to figure this out, but I wanted to do it because I was hoping if I could figure it out, then I could show you what I did. Okay, so now we're going to start putting our half circles. So I'm going to start here. And again, I'm going to have it come around and touch and come back here. Okay. Maybe able to see that my hands are still a little shaky. And that's okay. Come around, touch. Now we're going to do this one. So we're going to come around, touch, drop down, come around, and touch. Now come to this side, touch. Okay. Just take your time. Do this one stroke at a time. Even tangles that are a little bit tricky, go one step at a time. And you may find that that's not a pattern for you, but I feel some accomplishment when I have figured out a tricky pattern. And especially when I can share with you. These are not perfect circles. Okay? I'm just going to kind of stop there. If I went here, this would go off. This would come like this. This. This one. Okay, this one would be coming around like this. Okay. Let's go ahead and go down here. That would have come like this. Here. And there. Okay, so there are our first circles. And next, we're going to start putting these on here to connect our second set of circles. Okay, so again, I found that if I started where these are coming across, keep in mind that we're about to make a circle here. Okay, so I'm going to come off of this one, and it's going to come around, go under, and meet up with this one. It goes over and comes this way. And this one would have kept coming like this. Okay? Let's move to this one. This one is going to curve like a seed, go under. Turn your tile if it makes it easier for you. That's why they're so small. Okay? Touch to there. Come across, it went over. That one goes under. And come back to there. All right? Let's go to this one. It's coming over. It's going to curve, go under, over, under, and connect. Oop, I connected with the wrong one. That's okay, that's what white gel pens are for. I do use a white gel pen to help fix mistakes. Okay. Here's that one. It's coming under, over. That one goes under, and it's going to meet here. We're trying to ignore that line. Okay, let's go with this one. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of jumping around, and where my eye sees it, I decided that's where I'm going to start. So there's our seed shape. It's going under to connect with this one. It's going to go under, come back to connect here. Okay, let's go to this one. Here's our line going across, under, and over. Let's go again, under, and over. Jump up to this one. One's going to go under and connect here. This one will come this way. This one will come this way. Okay, here's this one. Like our seed shape. Goes under, connect, goes over, and then connect here. Here's this one. Under, over. It'll connect over here, connect over here. Okay, so this one would kind of go like that. Oh, let's just not worry about it. These on the edge don't look good. Okay. This is not a perfect tile. And hopefully these steps will help you to see how it would go. If you did the shading, let's go ahead and try some shading. I'm going to go ahead and put these in that direction, here, here, and here. And one of the things that I've seen, let me show you on this one, is that somebody did these black and they left the other ones white. And I think when you do that, or when you see it this way, you see the circles and how they work. So again, this is a little bit sloppy, but I want you to see how these work together. Okay, does that help to see how these go over and under and over and under? And I could do the same thing here. I think this is kind of sloppy and I'd like to work on it and make it look better. But let's just go ahead and, for the shading, where one goes under, you're just going to add some graphite. here. And let's see. Sorry, I bumped my camera. This is a Micron, I'm sorry, Jelly Roll 10. And I am going to kind of clean up that line I put there. Okay. Let me know what you think, if this was helpful or not. I'm going to turn this before I put my finger in the jelly roll. I know it helped me. Okay, where these go under. All right, get my tortillon, also known as a blending stump. And I have this in here to keep the tip out the way I want it. Okay, I didn't put anything here. Again, this is not what I like to do when it looks kind of sloppy. But I will blame it on how I feel and the fact that I need to practice this again. Okay. But this is my first one to finish. And I hope that helped. Okay. So again, that was Amer by Maria Vennekens. And the Facebook page was Tangle All Around. 100 Days of Tangles is the challenge. And I will leave a link in the description for the step outs. Thank you so much for putting up with my not perfect videos. I love you guys. I really do. I love you all. And I thank you again so much for all of the support. Sorry, excuse me. All the support and the love that I got from so many people. And it was a huge help. It really was. Thank you. And I promise to do a better video next time. And I'll see you soon. Bye.